Dang. Valley of the Dry Bones. Valley of the Dry Bones. Great book showing the diaspora of the tribes and what happened. Okay, by Rudolph R. Windsor. Great book. You must become a historian to study the Bible. For you to break down the Bible, you must know history, true history. So this is a great book for you to buy by a black author, by a black historian, Rudolph R. Windsor. So just running through my library right quick of books that I study. Okay. National Sunday Law. National Sunday Law, another great book for you to understand the Bible. Okay. Like I said, for you to study the Bible, you must know history and you must know the players in the history book. This is a very great book, Slavery, the Anglo-American involvement in slavery and what they did and so forth like that. Right. And this is just from the Negro side. I have books on the Indian side of the tribes and what happened to them. Okay, so you have to increase your library, you have to increase your fluency skills, your literacy skills, your reading skills. Reading is fundamental. That's an old saying from the 70s. They used to say riff. Reading is fundamental. Okay, that's the term that they used to have. And it's very fundamental. So as you begin to read the Bible now, you begin to up your literacy skills. So tonight's topic that we're going to touch on is something called the Antichrist. Okay, a very, very important topic that people have confusion about, misunderstandings and so forth like that. Who is the Antichrist? They read these terms in the Bible from their religions and stuff like that. And they do not have the proper understanding. But just to add more context to my library, another great book that you should get, A People's History of the United States, 1492 to present, by a man by the name of Howard Zinn. Very great book. A true history of the United States. This is what you need to read, man. This is what you need to dig into for you to truly understand what is going on, what has happened, and what is going to happen, what is happening. Another one, the Quran, not the Holy Quran, but the Quran. Now, this is the Arab's Bible. So you need to understand this to understand the lies that they put forth and they perpetrate, as if they're the holy people of the Lord. And these are all topics that would take basically a long period of time to break down scripturally. Okay, but when you're studying the Bible now, the Bible is going to show you these different things, how people lie out here, how people have the wrong understanding about things. Okay, so I'm just giving you a little short for now of my library. My library is vast. Okay, the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is the Indian Bible. Okay, now if you're not spiritually bound to the Word, if you're not deep into the Word, these records can really toss you off. Okay, these records can really toss you off. So you need to get into the Word first, but I'm just showing you my library of books that people esteem as being sacred, as being divine, as being holy. And these records are not true to the understanding of the Most High. They're not true to the understanding of the Most High. Another great book that you should buy, As a Man Thinketh by James A. Allen. Okay, this book you should really collect and move in it, as best as you can. Move in it as best as you can, As a Man Thinketh. Just showing you my library for a short 5 minutes. Um, short 5 minutes. Books. This is just some of the books that I have that I use. This is the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. Another great book. This is definitely another great book. The things that they speak about in this book, these records, is going down to this very day. It's going down, is being brought to factual to this very day. Okay. Let me give you another one. This is called the Book of the Dead. Okay, the dead is these Egyptians and Egyptology, Kemetism, and all these different things that they believe in, that these black men believe in to this very day. The Egyptian Book of the Dead, which is called the Book of the Coming In of Day and Night. The Book of the Coming In of Day and Night. Okay, so when you deal with Egyptology, these are the records that you're going to go into. And these are the books that they say that Moses stole from the Egyptians and wrote the Bible and stuff like that. See, that's a lie. That right there is a lie right there. Number one, Moses didn't write the Bible, okay? Moses didn't write the Bible. They said, well, he wrote Genesis and all these things from off the walls because Moses was raised up in Pharaoh's court. That's a truism. Okay, that's all in the Bible. But the Lord taught him. Okay, the Lord taught him. The Lord didn't, the Lord is the most high of the universe. Okay? He don't need no Egyptians to teach you anything. You understand what I'm saying? To teach Moses anything. So just showing you these records, and these records right here, once again, putting it in your head, whether you accept it or not, these three records right here, the Bhagavad Gita and the Quran, are false as mating with the Bible, as putting them together with the Bible. But you must understand why the Lord said in Isaiah 34:16, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Now, when you go into these records and accept them as canonical or something to do with the Lord, now you are moving in Antichrist. Because the Lord and the Savior have nothing to do with that. Now you are moving in Antichrist. Okay, so there's many different ways that you can move in the concept of Antichrist. There's many different ways that you can move in the concept of Antichrist. And that's what you don't want to get caught up in. Also, another thing, we are in the last days and times. A lot of people was asking me today in the gym, a lot of people is worried about Ukraine. Is that the leading of the Third World War and stuff like that? It shows you that you're worried and you're nervous, but you don't want to go to the Lord's word and read and accept. The Lord tell you that these things are going to happen. They are going to go to war, and there's going to be many wars. But that's not the last days, and that's not the last war. The last war is when in the valley of Jehoshaphat, and that is scriptural. Now you got to know where the valley of Jehoshaphat is. Okay, that's where the Third World War is going to go down, and that's when Christ is going to step in and take these nations down and so forth like that. So once again, if you say you're reading the Bible and you believe the Bible, but yet you don't believe everything, then I don't understand what you're talking about. Okay, so once again, these are just some of the books if you have the time. It increases your vocabulary. It teaches you lies and it teaches you truth. Okay, it teaches you lies and it teaches you truth. So putting these books away, we're going to deal with the concept of Antichrist. Also, before you trip out, the person that's causing these wars right now is Edomites. Okay, in the Bible, Russians are Edomites. Biden is an Edomite. Okay, that's who you're dealing with. Esau. I'm gonna just go to one verse about him right quick. What the Lord gave to him, right? What the Lord gave to him, why he's using his guns right now. So once again, we go into the Bible. Once again, we are going to the Bible. Okay? If you don't go to the Bible, you really don't have much else biblically. When you go into those other records that they esteem as canon, you don't find out any information as to who Esau is. See that? You don't find out any information as to who Esau is. So that's where that is on that. All right, let's look and see what Esau is doing right now. Let's see who's Esau. And this is not our topic tonight, but just giving you that. Let's go to Genesis, the 25th chapter, and we're going to start at the 19th verse. And then I'm going to go to his characteristics prophecy as to what he would do, his blessing that was given to him, and then we're going to move on. 19th verse, Genesis, and these are the generations of Isaac. Genesis 25 verse 19. And Abraham's son of Isaac, Abraham's son. And Abraham begat Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took to Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Pandanaram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. So the Lord was like, all right, I'm going to hook you up because she couldn't have a child. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. Now, be clear, people. These people that you're reading about, and, you know, some of your Bibles don't have any pictures. Some of your Bibles do. The pictures that they put is white people. So these images go inside your head. Okay, these images go inside your head. But let's see, the people you call white, what color are they really? So it says, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? So if I'm pregnant, what's going on inside of me? Okay? Because it said children too. And there's rubbling and doubling, and her stomach is, you know, not acting the way as a pregnant woman's stomach should. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. Why 2 nations? Because from those 2 children they're gonna father 2 nations of people. Okay? And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Okay? Manner, different characteristics. Be clear. So it says manner now. Someone with a different characteristic than somebody else. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger. See that? The elder. That's the person that's coming out first. He's going to be the elder of the 2 children. Shall serve. So meaning you're going to go, that child is going to be a servant. Shall serve the younger, the one that's coming out second. Okay. And when her days to be fulfilled, days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. See that? And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. The word Esau means dead. The word Edom means red. Red all over like an hairy garment. The child came out red and hairy, meaning what? Lacking melanin, right? The first came out red, and his name was called Esau, or Ishor in Hebrew, right? And after that came his brother out, and he took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, or Yaquah. Now, from this verse right here is where the 5%ers and the Muslims, in their theory and their doctrine, created something called Yaqub, the 2-headed scientist. When you deal with 5%ers and so forth like that, old 5%ers from back in the days in the 70s, see, people mix and match, dive into the Bible and create these concepts, okay? And his name was called Jacob. The word Jacob means to supplant. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare the boys. Okay. Now his hand took hold of Esau's heel, meaning you're not going nowhere. Okay. You're not going nowhere. We are tied to you. We are tied to you. So that's what that's talking about. So wherever you go, we're going. Right? And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. See, so the Lord is giving you their characteristics. Esau was a cunning hunter, right? A man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. So when you look at Edomites, they like to go hunting, white so-called. Now, remember what I said. so-called white people, because that's the term that you've been branded inside your mind to this very day. So-called white people. But in the Bible, they're called Edomites because they are red. What does it mean red? They lack melanin in their skin. Okay, so if you look at the palm of my hand, you see the blood as I squeeze it. Right now, I'm going to open it. Boom. You see the blood moving back. Boom. Now there is there. So this is the brown melanin that you've been blessed with. Okay, this is the brown melanin that you've been blessed with. Okay, some people are lighter than other people, so don't trip on that. Okay, that's number one. A lot of people trip on that. Well, okay, does that make me an Israelite and stuff like that? No, because of nations and men interacting with other nations and stuff like that, men sleeping, dark-skinned men sleeping, there's been a dilution down through time of the color. You understand? And that's the way the Lord did it. Okay, you are of your father. Okay, you are of your father. Good. Just to give you that for an example, over there in Vietnam, Korea, Germany, all these different places where U.S. military went, blacks and Puerto Ricans and stuff like that, they didn't bring women. They slept with those indigenous women from over there, whether they were hookers or whatsoever, and they created children from over there. And those children created children, third and fourth generation in Saigon and all these different things. So those people that are now descendants of the military that came from over here. But it's just that a man planted his seed in another region. So that seed that is coming up is of him. It's just that his seed is now, he took an apple seed from, Vermont and went down to South America and put it in the ground. That's still an apple seed coming up. So when he cut that apple seed tree down and took that seed from there, and now he took it down to Trinidad, he put that seed there, that's still an apple seed. No matter where he puts that seed, it's just that the womb, which is the woman, holds the seed. Okay? So just showing you. And Esau, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison. Venison is meat. But Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. See that? Red. Therefore his name was called Edom. See that? Edom, meaning red. So in the Bible, they are called Edomites, okay? Because their father's name was Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright, the firstborn birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point of die, and what profit shall this birthright do me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold him his birthright. Okay, so he despised his birthright of the firstborn. Okay, so there it is. That's his birth. Now let's look at his prophecy that was given to him, right? Why he moves the way that he moves. When you go to Genesis 27, verse 38, let's go to 35. Let's drop up so we can get the story, right? Let's drop up to 32. So now blessings are being given out. And this is very, very important. It's very important that you understand about the blessings, okay? Because the blessings is about rulership. The blessings is about destiny, because these blessings are coming down from the Lord. And this is why a lot of people today, in the conversation we were having in the gym, don't understand. They're seeing Esau do things. They don't know who Esau is. They just know that he's Russians. That's all they're saying. Well, the Russians is this. They don't know anything about Russian history. So I just sat back, right? Because I knew that things was too high for them. I knew that the conversation was, so I had to bring it down to a very low level. So we in the book of Genesis, the 27th chapter, And we're going to pick it up, 32nd verse. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken vengeance and brought it to me? Because Isaac was now old. Okay. So he couldn't see too well. Eyes was closed up. So he felt Jacob, but Jacob was hairy because his mother had told him to put on goat skin. So he felt like Esau. That's how Esau, because if you ever look at so-called white people, they're really hairy. Now, be clear, I'm not saying that black people don't get hairy, right? I said if you ever look at so-called white people, they're very hairy. Okay, that's why they got to shave, right? And have eaten all before thou camest and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Isaac heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter voice, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. So Jacob, or Yaquab, means to supplant. So we took the blessing, okay, of the firstborn. And is he not rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, and now he have taken away my blessing. So with the birthright, now the birthright and the blessings is coming from the Lord. But because Esau despised it, right, he just cast it aside. So Jacob already in the spirit knew how he was moving. He already knew how he was moving. The right of the firstborn. Everything to come to him now. He says, Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. And he took away my birthright. And behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? Now watch how destiny is going to play itself out. Destiny now. See, prayer has nothing to do with destiny. Let me make this clear. You can pray all day. Whatever your destiny is, prayer doesn't change it. Okay? When Israelites had to be killed, they could pray to the Lord all day. The Lord is sending an angel to kill you. He's not going to stop the angel from killing you. That's your destiny for what you have done. Okay? When David did things wrong, thousands of Israelites got killed. Okay, that was minding their business. They didn't have nothing to do with what David was doing. That was their destiny. So now this cat says, And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord. And now that's prophecy, because it was already prophesied that Jacob was going to become Lord over Esau. See, so you got to see that the Lord was already setting this up. This was already in the works. It wasn't by misunderstanding. See, you got to know the scriptures. You got to be in tune with the scriptures spiritually. And I have given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained them. And what shall I now do unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. You ever thought of that little kid, Kyle Rittenhouse? How he was crying on the stage after he killed those 2 people? He wasn't crying. These people don't cry when they kill you. These people don't cry when they kill you. When they murder you, they don't cry. That's them crocodile tears. They cry out of one side and they ready to kill you out of the other. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. See that? And by the sword. So now what does the sword become? The sword has become the gun. What is the sword now? The sword has become the gun. And by the sword shalt thou live, And now they control the whole world. So I'm going to make this into a little Esau class. It's going to be a little Esau class. So now the reality is Esau is really a black man by the name of Cain. The reality is Esau is really a black man by the name of Cain. How do we know that? Let's jump back. Genesis, the first chapter, Genesis, the 4th chapter, and let's see what happened. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived. Once again, biblically, sex is marriage. We do not live by these things. We have sex, we sleep with each other. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you put a ring or whatever and you go down to court, Esau's court, and now he says, well, now you're married according to his law and according to his system. But here, there is no ring, okay? Here, there is no justice of the peace. Here, there is no priest, none of that. And Adam knew, the word knew means to have sex. There's many different verses that detail that. And she conceived and bare Cain. Cain is a black man. Adam is a black man. Eve is a black woman. So obviously the child is black. And said, I've gotten a man from the Lord. And again she bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep. But Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel unto his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very mad, and his countenance fell. See, that's so his face, he got upset. Countenance is your facial look. Okay? And the Lord said unto Cain, why are you mad? And why is thy countenance fallen? See that? What? Like sometimes I get pissed off. I mean, listen to some of the things, people say and stuff like that, and I'm pissed off right now to this minute. This hell that is in this world is because of me. Because when you really understand the Bible, you as a black man of the nation of Israel, you are Adam. Okay, you was created to control. And because I turned from the Lord brought hell into this world because I turned. So all this death and destruction and everything like that, so when I really look at it, I'm the creator of it in a obscure kind of way. So that's how you must look at yourself, man. You have to look at yourself as that way so you can see what the Father has done. So the Lord said unto Cain, he said, if thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. So who is this sin that he's telling Cain about? Who is this sin? For you to understand who sin is, it is Satan, because Satan is going to become his father. Okay, let's go up into 1 John. Let's go up into 1 John. 1 John, the 3rd chapter and the 8th verse. Let's look, right, and see who sin is. He that committed sin is of the devil. Bang. See that? So what is sin? 1 John 3, verse 4. Whosoever committed sin transgressed also the law, for sin is transgression of the law. Sin is a crime. Once you commit a crime, you become a criminal. Okay, once you are convicted. He that committed sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of the Lord was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. So this is the battle that's been going down from the beginning. See that? This is the battle between Christ and Satan that's been going down from the beginning. But now you must understand that it is going to manifest itself on people who are going to be the representatives of negative and positive upon the earth, of Christ and Satan upon the earth. right? It says, for now it also gives you a purpose. For this purpose, the Son of God, or Christ, was born, that he might destroy the works of the devil. What is the works of the devil? Job 9:24. For the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. This entire earth is under a negative vibration. Everything about us in this world is a negative vibration. My skin is under a negative vibration because I die. My thoughts is under negative vibration because of the negativity that comes inside my thoughts, whether I want to block it out or not. You understand? That's why people try to meditate and, and chant and all these things, because they trying to block out the vibrational thoughts that's inside their mind. But yet when they finish all of that, those thoughts are still there. Those thoughts are still there. Whosoever is born of the Lord do not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin because he's born of the Lord. Now, no one cannot commit sin. That's talking about Christ. Okay, now listen to the 10th verse. In this, the children of the Lord are manifest. Now watch, it says the children of the Lord, and then it says the children of the devil. Wait, two separate sets of people. Two separate sets of people. In this, the children of the Lord are manifest. So now you got the children of God and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of the Lord, neither he that loveth not his brother. Okay? So the Lord is telling you about love. For this is the message that you heard from the beginning, that we should love one another, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one. See, Cain was of the devil. Bang. Let's go back. Let's go back to Genesis. Now, let's pick it up. Now you're getting high levels of this. Let's go back now to Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Right? Now, I've done intense breakdowns of this video before, so you can look this up. I've done intense videos of this video before. Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Now, the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. Who is the serpent? The serpent is the devil or Satan in heaven. Okay, he was an angel of the Lord. So now the players on the board is being set. Okay, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Who is the serpent? Let's go to Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 9th verse. And the great dragon was cast out. Okay. That old serpent called the devil and Satan. Bang. He was cast out from where? Which deceived the whole world. So this is the cat now. This is the cat that came down to deceive. Okay, see, the play is being laid down. Okay. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. So now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord had made. And he said unto the woman, so he went to Eve now, a black woman, because he couldn't come to Adam. So he going to be subtle. He know how to take Adam down. He going to go through the woman. Okay. Now that's a whole set of scriptures right there. I'm not touching that. We staying on the beginning of Esau, who is his father, right? And what was he before the flood? Before the flood, he was a black man named Cain. After the flood, the Lord just took away because of his murder that he committed, right? Watch it. And the woman said unto the serpent, now this was not a serpent. You know, this is the stuff that religions draw. Once again, images, okay, of a tree and a snake and an apple. You know, women see little mice and they run. Little mices. Little mice ain't got no time for them, and women lose their minds. You know what I'm saying? So imagine a full-grown snake talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a full-grown snake talking to you. You'd lose your damn mind. You know, they always talking about they so tough and women rule the world. No, you don't. You don't rule no world. Men rule the world. Men just bow down to you because they love your softness and stuff like that. They bow down to you because they want you to hug them and keep them warm and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you use your femininity and stuff like that. Men rule the world. Men go and kill for you. You understand? Men go and do this for you. Men go and dig the ground. Men set up the whole world. Men set up buildings. You understand? Men set up laws. Men, the white man is the one that gave women equal rights here in America, through feminist movement and stuff like that. White man's like, yo, let me get this money. You know what I'm saying? That's what the white man is about. So now the serpent, who's an angel from heaven, who's a son of God, let's prove that the serpent was a son of God. Let's go to the book of Job. Now, I really haven't touched these topics. This was supposed to be one topic, but I'm going to touch this topic, which is Esau. Let's go to the book of Job. Right. Men kill for women. You don't see women killing for men. You don't ever see songs about women writing songs about the greatness of the black man. You don't ever see that. No matter what we do, you know what I'm saying? Everything you see, all these chump-ass rappers and stuff like that, and singers, all they glorify is a woman. They glorify the woman, Yet, I think it's only one song that I seen in there, not in there, Ari, some sister that sang a song about great black men and, thanking black men and stuff like that. Other than that, it's like we just tools to be used, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Job, the first chapter and the 6th verse. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. Satan is a son of God. Satan is a son of God because the Lord created all things. The Lord created all things. Let's go in the book of Revelation. Revelation, the 4th chapter, and I'm going to go straight to the 10th and 11th verse. And the 24 elders fell down before him that sat on the throne, and worshiped him that liveth forever and ever, and cast their thrones before the Most High, saying, Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive honor and glory and power, for thou hast created all things. And for thy pleasure they are and were created. So what is the all things that the Lord has created? Let's go to Isaiah 45, verse 7. Let's look at it. Isaiah 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. This is the Most High telling you. Light and darkness. Light is what? Christ. Darkness is Satan. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So what you see going down right now is aspects of him in Ukraine. Is aspects of him. Yeah, y'all go to war. There ain't nothing. You better thank the Lord that you are over here and you ain't suffering like them that got to run the bunkers and all these different things that's getting bombed out by their own people. See how the Lord blessed you? See how the Lord blessed you? You better thank the Lord that you got water and you got lights and all that, because the white man now is your God. The white man now is your protector. You still got money in your bank account and all that. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, you moving freely among the streets. You got to thank the Lord. See, everything is destiny. Everything is what? Destiny. So the Lord tell you, he formed everything. It flows according to him. It can't do nothing else. It must flow according to the way that he works. So if you're really in the spirit and the understanding, you will know that everything is moving the way that he wants it from the Holy Spirit. Isaiah 55, verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts. A lot of people think like, well, I hear all kind of crazy stuff. Well, when I see God, I'm going to tell God this. You ain't going to tell God a damn thing. You ain't going to tell God a damn thing. You're going to shut your mouth. You're going to shut your mouth. Okay? For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways, neither are your ways my ways. The Lord don't care about how you think, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. So everything that he created for a purpose, from the beginning to the end, from Esau to whatever you looking at, is his word that created it. And now it's not going to return unto him void. So everything is doing according to the plan. But it shall accomplish that which I please. It shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. So man can't stop what's coming down. You got to understand your role, your purpose in the game. You got to understand the pieces on the chessboard. Who are you? Where are you moving? A lot of people be out of order, man. A lot of people straight up be out of order. Straight up be out of order. You know what I'm saying? They think that they in order, but they in the order of the devil. They in the order of the devil. That's all they be in. But yet they in order. They think they in God's order according to the Bible, and they be out of order. Let's come back to Esau now. So when you go back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter, now you see who the serpent is. So he came to this sister, right? But he moving as a snake. He moving low. He moving subtle. He moving shifty. He moving cunning. Okay? But out of the midst of the tree, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Lord has said, you shall not eat it, neither shall you touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, you shall not surely die. So what did he do? He gave her a thought of power. Hey, you could rule. And what is she doing to this day? What is a woman doing to this day? They now have power. They now have power. They're running things all over the world. They're prime ministers, they're presidents, they're queens, they're lawyers, they're judges. They're not dying. Okay? So this is the serpent talking to her for her to go out of order. For her to go out of order. And it sounds pleasing to her ears. For the Lord do know that in the day that you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. See that? So the black woman today is like a god and a goddess in this world. Look, a sister now is now going to become a Supreme Court judge. It's going to be hell when she passes. A Supreme Court judge. See? She's going to be like a god. She's going to be sitting on the top seat, creating laws and issuing laws and judgment for this world. Okay? So now, there is the 3 players. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat. Now, this is not an apple tree, okay? This is a lie, a manifestation of a lie that people, once again, reading these images and put these images inside their head, that this is an apple tree. You hear them make that very erroneous statement in passing in gyms or wherever. Yeah, you know, Eve shouldn't have ate the apple and Adam shouldn't have ate the apple. It didn't say anything about an apple. The fruit is just the action of what you did. The fruit is just like a tree, you know, the seed, and it brings forth a fruit, right? So what you did, and shall give also unto her husband, and he did eat. So now he laying in her arms, and she's whispering something in his ear, so she giving it to him. He's like, yeah, man, that sounds real good. I like that. Let's do that. All right? And the eyes of both of them were open, and they knew that they were naked. So now those are the 3 players on the board right now. Now, there are many other people around, but they're not the stars of the show. That's why this is called the scriptures. Okay? Breaking this down, you must understand this so you don't understand who Esau is. You must understand this for you to understand who Esau is. So these are the three players on the world stage now. Satan, the woman, and Adam. Let's look. This all going to lead into Esau. This all going to lead into Cain, Abel, Esau, and Jacob. So when you drop down, the Lord called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? Where you at, man? Now, not that the Lord didn't know. He's asking him like, yo, like a child. And he said, I've heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, who told thee that thou was naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereas I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. So the woman is moving in the feminine form. It is a physical woman. But when you get swayed into many different things without a woman there, that's the same woman because it's beguiling, it's soft, and it's making you sin. Okay? So now he's not taking no responsibility for himself, for his actions as to what he was created for. He's like, nah, let me pass this buck. Nah, it's her fault. It's her fault. It says, the woman who thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the, it's her fault. So we as a people now, we're always passing the blame. It's the white man's fault. It's the white man's fault. Or we're not going to take no responsibility for our neighborhoods and stuff like that. We're not going to clean up our neighborhoods. So that's why you have police in your neighborhoods, because you don't want to take no responsibility that it's your kids that's committing the crime, and you're not stopping the problem from there. And we can keep going on about that. So player one, the Lord went to player one. So this is an inquisition coming from the Lord now. And the Lord said unto the woman, now this is going to get deep. The Lord said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. So she's like, yo, man, I'm not holding this. I'm not holding this. Yo, it's this cat right here, right? So that's player two. And the Lord power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this. Now, a lot of people teach that Satan is down with the Lord, but wait a minute. Study the Bible. And the Lord power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this. Why did he say that? Why did he say that to the serpent? Because obviously the Lord didn't tell the serpent to go and do that. He said, because you have done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field, and upon thy belly shall thou go, and dust shall thou eat all the days of thy life. Now, he didn't make him into a snake. Snakes were already created. Snakes were already created. See, you got to understand, this is a parable. Why? Why were snakes already created? Just go back to Genesis, the first chapter, and the 23rd verse. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And the Lord said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, and creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And the Lord power made the beast of the earth after his kind, cattle of this kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth. Bugs, snakes, snails, all these things are creatures that was already created in the sixth day. So this right here is talking about the low state that the serpent was going to become, which is Satan. Okay, so now listen to the 15th verse well. He said, I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. Wait, Satan, a son of God, was going to have a seed, and a seed was going to bring forth people. Between thy seed, Genesis the 3rd chapter and the 15th verse, between thy seed and her seed. Her seed represents Israel. His seed represents Cain. How do we know that? Jump back to 1 John. Bible is simple. Get taught, know your foundations, and ask the Lord to give it to you. 1 John, the 3rd chapter and the 12th verse. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one and slew his brother. Bang. So Cain was a physical black man, but the spirit that was inside of him was of that wicked one. Why? So when you go to Genesis, the 4th chapter now, and Cain got upset that he was not accepted, but yet the Lord gave him a chance. And if the 7th verse, and if thou doest not well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. So now we show you who sin is. Okay? And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass that when they were in the field, that Cain raised up against Abel his brother and slew him. See that? So 1 John, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one and slew his brother. What wicked one? The devil. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So now the play, that's why it's called the scriptures, is in effect. So Cain and Abel, before the flood, so Cain got marked, okay, for the murder. So let's read on in Genesis, the 4th chapter. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I knew not. Am I my brother's keeper? So this is where they take that verse, am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cried unto me from the ground. See that? So they're killing us from then all the way to now. They're about blood. They're bloodthirsty. They're bloodthirsty. Look at it. Okay? Now, I'm not saying man is not bloodthirsty, but what we're pointing the finger to is a particular person and who he's going to become, according to the scriptures. So the Lord said, and now art thou cursed from the earth, which have opened thy mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee thy strength. A fugitive, see that? A fugitive, because he's now a criminal running from the crimes that he's committed and has never paid for them. He's never paid for Australia. He's never paid for the North American Indians. He's never paid for what he's done in South America. He's never been brought for those crimes. A fugitive and a vagabond. A vagabond is a bum. Okay? He is a bum. Shalt thou be in the earth. See, these are blessings, these are destiny curses that the Lord put on nations through their fathers. Okay? So this man is a fugitive and a bum. Shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. He says, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the face of the earth. And it shall come to pass. Listen to this well. This is how you know that there were more people upon the earth. Right? And once again, we're breaking down lies and truth. John 8, verse 32. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Okay? People lie and say that there were only 3 people upon the earth. 4 people. Adam, Eve, Cain, Abel. If Cain killed Abel, then where did this person come from? And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Who's going to find him? If he makes that statement, look at it well. Adam, Eve, Cain, Abel. Cain kills Abel. There's only 3 people. Who's he talking about? Who's he talking about? And everyone that findeth me shall slay me. See that? You got to study the Bible, man. Stop. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, Whosoever, why is the Lord saying whosoever? Obviously, he's talking about more people. Okay? Whosoever slayed Cain, vengeance. Okay, so let's see where the Lord puts the mark on him. Okay, let's come back up. Let's see where the Lord put the mark on him. All right, in the 15th verse, and the Lord said unto him now, so the Lord is going to give him a blessing. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayed Cain, vengeance shall take hold on him sevenfold. So when you go up against a white man, you ever notice in America, when you go up against a white man, how they come at you 7 times? So their laws, you do something wrong, they do something wrong, right? They get 2 years. You do something wrong for the same crime, they hit you with 50 years. 7 times. Look at it. Whosoever slayed Cain, vengeance shall take hold of him sevenfold. Look at the prophecy. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain. See that? What is the mark? Now, the Bible doesn't tell you what the mark is. See, you got to be in the spirit. Why? Why was this mark put upon him? What was the mark going to do? It was going to keep people away from him, lest anyone finding him should kill him. Wait, it is impossible for the Lord who knows all things to make this statement if there's nobody there. Adam is not going to kill his son. Got to study, man. Study. It's right there. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived. Where did this woman come from? Where did this woman come from? So stop going to these lying preachers, okay? Stop listening to T.D. Jakes and, all these characters that give you philosophies and theories. You are Antichrist. When you sit and you listen to that garbage, you are Antichrist. You are not getting the word of the Lord. So you can understand what happened then, for you to understand what is happening now, and for you to see your way into the future. So with that, I'm going to hold up on that. Hopefully you understand who Cain is, who Esau is. Now, going into Russia and all that, that's history, books and other records and stuff that I have, validating who they are, how they set up, which was not really what, I just okay, let me hit Esau. So now you see how Esau got the gun. Actually, the gun came from China. Gunpowder came from China, and he took that and he made it into the weapon that it is. Matter of fact, let me give you one last verse about the nuclear weapons that he have, which is in Isaiah. The Lord going to tell you about his nuclear weapons. All this is in the Bible, man.